Yeah, we went to San Francisco too, and those bridges are pretty impressive, like all the ones that...
The Golden Gate and the Oakland Bay Bridge.
Yeah, the Oakland Bay,
Yeah, those are pretty. What about collapse? During the earthquake?
But this will make it noisy or...
Yeah.
Detector, huh?
Oh.
You heard something?
Okay.
You heard something? Oh, okay, okay.
You got it in here.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. 23站了。
Single day because we love our Vegemite. We just adore our Vegemite. It puts a rose in every cheek. So we grew up eating our Vegemite and we love it. And if whitewater rafting, if you were thinking about that's that river there, so you can see it's not very far away. So the Battle of the Coral Sea was waged out. Gorgeous ride. It's very quiet. If you've ever been hot air ballooning, it's actually quite noisy because they turn on the burners every countries, so they weren't making as much money, and developments allowed. I hadn't heard people say that they're seeing a lot of Australian lamb there, because New Zealand also exports a lot of lamb. But there's been a free trade agreement that was signed was it early this year or last year? The Higgins were telling me this morning they found in Nebraska, Australian oranges. When they're good, we call them Australian, and when they're bad, we call them New Zealand. Like Russell Crowe, he's a New Zealander.
Nicole Kidman.
Hmm?
Nicole Kidman.
Oh, Nicole Kidman, she's an Aussie. Logan, he's definitely an Aussie. It's a bit hard to get more Aussie than Paul. And we went and caught the barramundi. Now I mentioned to you, barramundi is a fish that you catch up in the northern waters of Australia. It's excellent.
That's a crocodile egg. Yeah?
Can we eat it?
No, thanks.
No, I mean...
You can have some crocodile later, but not as an egg. This is a crocodile's fur ball, okay? That's a fur ball that crocodiles have. Pig's bristles. We get a lot of feral pigs. That's a crocodile egg. That's a crocodile's fur ball. You know, did you see when Antonio Banderas played Puss in Boots in the cartoon? What was it? I've forgotten which cartoon.
I still don't understand what's fur ball.
Like cats get fur balls.
I can get you that big in 15 foot.
Just come a bit closer, everybody, then that you'll be able to hear Dave.
Oh, right there.
Now the restrooms.
You guys now for around about the next 2.25 hours. What we're going to do when we leave here, we're going to head down to koalas. Right? I'm going to tell you a little bit about koalas. Then I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to stand next to one. In captivity, they're real friendly guys. In the wild, no.
You gotta get the face to really count.
All right, guys, squeeze in.
Was that a koala?
That is a koala. You want it?
I thought they're supposed to be dangerous.
Oh, look at that.
You know? Oh, that's
Got it scratchy.
Only the boys. Only the boys smell. All right, guys. The word koala, what does it mean? It's an Aboriginal term, and it means I don't drink. Now that is a little bit misleading. Every animal, guys, has to drink. Some just get their moisture in different ways than others. Koalas get their moisture from the eucalypts. Now in Australia we have over 700 different types of eucalypts. But your koalas, they are so fussy. They don't eat 700 different types. They eat 9 as a stable diet. They'll nibble on up to another 30. And on the odd occasion they supplement their food. A little bit of pine radiata, a little bit of callistemon, and a little bit of bottle brush. Right now, he's probably going to come down and bite my shoes. Give him time. He is 2.5 years of age. He's a captive koala, remember? Wild koalas would not do this. Now, the pregnancy, guys, the pregnancy of a koala is considered to be every lady's dream. Throw your 9 months out the window, come down to 35 days. 35 days after mating you give birth. But your baby comes out so premature, what it looks like is a jelly bean with legs. That little jelly bean, unassisted, has to make its own way to the pouch. If it falls off, bad luck. Mum is not going to help it. If it fell off, it meant one thing. The baby was weak and nature doesn't want it. If Mum was to help this weak little baby, you know what she could be doing? Now creating the downfall of the species. A healthy little baby will be born, which will make its way to the pouch. It stays in there for 6 months. Just before the baby comes out of the pouch, there's a very important thing that Mum has to give that baby. It's a substance called pap. What is pap? Pap is runny diarrhea. The mother produces this over 3 to 5 days. The baby leans out of the pouch and the baby laps it. Really important, guys, to a wild koala. What that baby wants is the bacteria to now allow the fermentation of the gum leaves within the colon. If the baby does not get the pap, in the wild, the baby cannot digest the gum leaves. In captivity, we can supplement these sorts of bacteria, so we can start one. But in the wild, it is essential. Now, in the wild, your lifespan, 10, 12 years. In captivity, we can extend it, all right, to 14, 15 years. In the wild, you've got to eat that. That's a tough old gum leaf, guys, and that takes a lot of chewing. In captivity, you can see what's eaten off all the top of the branches? All the tip, the baby growth, because it's soft and succulent. So in the wild, 10, 12 years down the track, your teeth wear out. Can't chew your food, you die. In captivity, we spoil you. This is like living at the Hilton. So your life is extended out to 14, 15 years. Wild koalas, guys, they bite and they scratch. You'd never do this with a wild koala. Tear you to shreds. But these captive guys, as soon as these babies are ready to come, they come out of the pouch, we start interacting with them. We don't have to pull koalas out of the trees. They come to us because they want this interaction. Right? When we go to lock them up of a night time, they're climbing out of the trees, climbing up the legs of the keepers because they want a cuddle. Right? And you saw the response from him this morning. He's just a rat bag, this thing.
Now, are they all that friendly, or is it just this one?
All captive koalas. Right? Karen, the old matriarch here, she's 4.
Sorry?
Get with your partner or whoever you want to come up with.
Oh, look at that.
Now, as you come through, so if you're vertically challenged, I can meet your demands. All right, so hand your camera to Amanda and come and stand. Squeeze in, guys, and look at that. Look at that camera. Big smile there, guys.
But if this is your quick.
Other ones.
That's a
Over there, Jim.
Dave.
I think they're sleeping.
I wonder if that isn't a family.
Oh, is he?
Two of them.
Connie Frogmouth. Fridays versus
Where's the other
They
one?
do. Wonderful camouflage.
There's two of them. One's on their top of it.
There's one behind, right?
Look at Cliff one.
Just got him a little perch up there.
Yeah. Looks like what? How is it so quiet? Yeah.
The Kodak moment.
He's put his head down a little bit.
Oh, maybe he's in prayer.
Yeah.
Mid-morning prayer.
Yeah.
Don't need when you live in the tropics, guys, is a fat reserve. Remember, this is a winter's day for us. Right? This is a warm winter's day. A really cold winter's night, we'll go down to 50, maybe 55. An average winter's day is 75. So you can see, you don't need a lot of reserves when you get weather like this. All right, now, look at her butt, guys. See how the butt is a different colour? All right, and that's simply for camouflage. When you sit in the fog of a tree, when you look up, that's going to break up what's there. And when they go to sleep, they fold over, so looking down, it all just blends in. What can predate on them is a big eagle. Some of our big eagles could pull down 6.5 months. All right, what is that? This is Amanda.
How much does Amanda weigh?
Not much at all. You mean the koala?
Yes.
Koala weighs about 5 kilo, 10 pounds. Right, guys, we're going to go this way.
Look at him up.
And you'll be in the shade too.
It's like it's so still. It looks like it's just the.
And when you go and sit down, he'll talk. Okay.
All right, guys.
Yeah, I said
It's amazing what they can do with a bit of concrete these days, isn't it? Oh, it's a remote.
Are they all alive?
Would you like to stay?
The only one that is stuffed is the one that you saw this morning. Every other crocodile on this site, to my knowledge.
The one up by the gate.
Oh yeah, but that's $5.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
Every other crocodile that you see is alive, to my knowledge. Now there's 48 animals in here, guys.
48.
And these are all the estuarine or saltwater croc. If we look in here, that's a boy. Female, 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 female. Male, male, male. How come